Married at First Sight, season 15, a San Diego, episode 5. And this video is for Morgan and Ben. And I do videos on separate couples. At the end, you will see a link and you can go on to the other couples. But let's ask the biggest question of the night. How the heck did these two get paired? And now we find out that Morgan don't even really want kids or may not want kids. How did she slip in? Because that has got to be a question on the questionnaire for these couples. And it's got to be an in-depth question. It just can't be, do you want kids, yes or no? Because what we hear from Morgan's friends about she may not want no kids, I guarantee you, Ben did not say that on his application. So how the heck does Morgan get paired with Ben and she doesn't even really want kids? I thought we were past this from episodes past, when people got paired with people who didn't want kids, when we learned that from that Virginia girl and that other man that she was married to, she didn't want kids. That's ridiculous. I thought we weren't going to go through this again, and here we are. I already knew these two didn't have anything in common, and now I know even more so that they don't have any thing in common. The only thing they got in common is their Asian descent, and they both work hard or are ambitious. That's about it. And the truth to be told, you know, Ben is on the after party and he talked about what his real type was. And he said his friend said his real type is a Blasian, like this girl here, Cassie, or a Filipino, which may be like Noy. I think Noy is more his physical type. I do not think Morgan is his physical type. I don't care what Ben says. Ben may smile and laugh through this whole season on Married at First Sight, because I'm coming to believe that that's just Ben's personality. He loves to laugh, fun, and smile and joke around. He probably laughs when he goes and gets a prostate exam. I don't even know if he's old enough for him yet, but he probably could laugh through a prostate exam. That does not mean that he's into Morgan. I don't believe it. And when he started telling that story about his mama likes Morgan, I don't believe that either, because when that mama asked Morgan how many kids she wanted to have, and Morgan started talking about, well, I want to focus on my career, and if Ben does want to have kids, I guess we could talk about it. The life went out that mama. That mama don't like Morgan, and we all know that if the mama don't like Morgan, it's a wrap. So these two, it's a wrap. And Morgan, who I'm gonna call a G.I. Morgan, like G.I. Jane, G.I. Morgan, sitting up there, she don't like nothing traditional. Ben is a traditionalist. Morgan doesn't like anything traditional. It started off even when they were sitting at the table and they were having a little drinks and they had a little champagne. And Morgan's like, I don't drink champagne. I don't drink wine. I drink beer. And Ben's like, oh, wait, do you want to make a toast? Let's do a toast first, because Ben wanted to do the traditional toast. Let's do a toast first. Oh, yeah, okay, I guess we can toast. Okay, traditionalist versus non-traditionalist. A person who wants to have kids versus a person who doesn't want to have kids. And ain't nothing wrong with a woman who doesn't want to have kids, but you ain't traditional. If you don't want to have kids, you're not a traditional woman. Okay, there's nothing wrong with not wanting having kids, but that doesn't make you a traditional woman. And Ben wanted more of a traditional woman. But here go Morgan, here go G.I. Morgan telling the story about how she knocked the tooth out of her friend. Why do you bring that up? Why is that a badge of honor? Why is this the story you keep telling your husband about how you can beat people up and throw them to the ground and knock out their teeth? Ugh! I'm just so over it. And Ben talking about, oh, she checks all my boxes. She's ambitious, she's adventurous, and she's cute. She ain't checking your boxes. She don't want to have no babies. She's not a traditionalist and she don't want to have no babies. She ain't checking no boxes. And the fact that you just demoted her to cute also tells me you're not interested in her. Because at first, on the first day when she walked down the aisle, she was pretty. And now she's cute. And if you watch the after party, because he's in the after party, he starts calling her, telling her she's cool. And then when he was on the boat with the fellas on the episode on the end, he was saying, no, Morgan is cool. Girl, she done gone from pretty to cute to cool. She in the friend zone. Morgan, please. Ben don't like Morgan. Ben is not attracted to Morgan. He has just been taught by his mama to respect women and to be nice and to laugh and smile. And that's what he's doing. At every stage, he was trying to do all the traditional things. When they cut the cake, he was like, oh, and she was ready to stuff it in her mouth. You know, first she was like, oh, put some muscle into it. Girl, he got more muscles than you. But anyway, she put some muscles into cutting the cake. And then, you know, she's ready to stuff the cake in her mouth. He's like, wait. Don't you want to do this? He wants to do the traditional crossing the arm and feeding each other. She's like, oh yeah, okay, oh yeah, feed me, okay, feed me. And then when they get ready to go back to the room, he's like, do you want me to carry you over the threshold? No, I don't need that. You don't need to do that. Maybe if we buy a house, girl, there ain't gonna be no house buying. There ain't gonna be no house buying. You ain't gonna buy no house together because y'all are not gonna make it. He does not want to be with her. She doesn't want to do anything traditional at all. And she doesn't even have the wherewithal to think about what he might want to do. Girl, this is a mess. And then when he was going back, he was saying, do you mind being the little spoon, you know, big spoon, little spoon when you cut on the bed? He was like, do you mind being the little spoon? She was like, oh, what, you want to be the big spoon? He's like, yeah. She's like, oh, well, because I wouldn't mind being your jetpack. Like she wouldn't mind being the big spoon. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. This is a horrible, horrible match. But he's trying to stick with it. He's trying to stick with it. He's like, I'm 30. I got a wife. It's my birthday. I got cookies and cream. You know, he's teasing her, talking about he knows she wants to get down and dirty or whatever else. He's like, maybe we'll do it on the plane or something. He want to have some fun. But let me tell you, he ain't going to have no fun with Morgan. Morgan is not fun. Morgan is no fun. I can tell. She ain't a fun girl. Fun to her is kicking and screaming and fighting and drop kicking people. That's what fun is to Morgan. But y'all got to watch the after party because on the after party, Ben starts talking about them condoms, talking about them condoms were too big for him. Talking about he can't use them condoms. Them was extra large. He was like, I wasn't going to be using all them condoms in that hotel room. Basically saying, you know, he said they didn't do nothing on the honeymoon night, which we know they didn't. And then he was also saying he feels like they're paying catch up because all the other couples have been together so long. But honestly, I don't see what these two have in common. I think Ben is more outgoing. I think he's got this swag to him. I think he likes to have fun. I can still see him being in the club a little bit. I can see him doing a lot of other things that I just don't see that Morgan likes. I just don't think they have good chemistry. I don't think their personalities. Even Mitch the Itch picked up on it. So I believe there's some other things that they cut out to show us how little chemistry they have. But when you listen to Mitch the Itch in his confessionals, he's talking about how he thinks the most awkward couples are him and Kristen and Ben and Morgan. So he's already picking up on it that they don't have much chemistry. They may try to pretend like they do, but they don't. And she may even think they do. And I think she probably thinks it because I think Morgan is oblivious to it all. I think she's so oblivious not only to how she comes off, she's oblivious to, and she's not even going to read the signs from Ben. But like I said, I think Ben is just a nice person. I think he's going to smile. He can smile through a prostate exam. He can smile through a root canal. I just think he's got a permanent smile plastered on his face. So it's probably going to come a time when Morgan gets confused by Ben because let me tell you, he is smiling on the outside, but on the inside, I think his type is exactly what he's explained on the after party. A Blasian girl or a Filipino girl that's more outgoing and fun and definitely a more feminine. Anyway, that's it, y'all. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. I'll talk to you later. Bye.